Want to see how dense these really are? Look at this! Guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been quite a while since I have posted my last video, but I have been on a no buy for a little while now. Been trying to be really strong, so I had other things going on that I needed to focus on, and yeah, that no buy is over. Yeah, I kind of broke it during the Sephora sale that just happened, and then I ended up buying a couple of things online, which today is essentially the video that I want to focus on some brushes that I bought. So the brushes that I got, I don't even know how to explain why no one else has seen these. I see maybe one or at most two videos on YouTube about these brushes. Basically, I feel like they're the exact dupes of the Artis brushes, which I always wanted at least to have one, just because they look so fancy and luxurious. But to be honest with you, I'm not willing to ditch out $60-$80 on a brush that I might just use twice, to be honest with you. So I had ended up buying a while back a similar brush on eBay. Really been liking it, been using it all the time for my foundation and everything, but I felt like I wanted to find more of them or try different sizes. So then I was shopping on a website called GearBest, which essentially I use that website. They basically ship random knickknacks from like China and stuff, but basically I always buy like my chargers for my phone or a random cheap case for my phone, things like that. No, nothing crazy, but I ended up stumbling upon these brushes. And what makes me mad is the first brush I bought on eBay was, I spent like $10-$11 on one brush. This, I spent 16 bucks and I got 10 brushes. It was full set. So let me just show you. Basically comes in this really just cheap, random bag. So don't expect, sorry, I kept dropping things, but don't expect to get anything fancy, any fancy packaging. But for the price that you're paying for, you can't really be complaining much. So this is what the set looks like. Let me try to pick them all up. And here they all are. So let me just start with the biggest one. I'm gonna make this video as quickly as I can for you here. But this is the biggest one on here. This is what it looks like. It has a plastic handle, which from what I've heard, the other ones are plastic handles as well. So that's something that would have made me quite a little upset if I ended up spending 60 bucks on a brush that I have not been able to see in a store and then get it and still be, harder plastic. So this is the ferrule for it. It is nice plastic. I like that it is a bit flexible, but it basically for all these you kind of have to hold them like this. Otherwise, I feel like you could just break it. But that's one thing I've heard about the Artis brushes, that people have broke those as well. So really, for 10 bucks or 16 bucks to get 10 brushes, why not? But look at this. I don't know if the camera's picking up. Look how thick this is. And this is amazingly soft. Like if I could sleep on this, I would. This is just so soft. It gives me that luxurious feel that I wanted to get from the fancy snancy expensive brushes. So again, this is the biggest one. Then I'm always dropping things, so yeah, welcome back to that. And then the one under it is this size. So you see it here, top of each other. Then the next one is, they kind of go down in size here. So here is the comparison. Let me just keep them like that. I feel like that's a good way for you guys to see the size differences. So we got these three. Then the fourth one here. And this one is just more domed, I feel, compared to the other ones. So here's a close-up of them. And the last domed looking brush is this small. And if you want to get a comparison, this is how big it is to my face. And the biggest one, this is how big it is to my face. So I do love using this for my foundation. I have tried to do a whole face with these brushes. I'll show you the last 5 brushes, but I've been able to do a whole face with them. One thing I don't recommend, I mean, at least for me, it is very tricky to do your eyeshadow with them. I have seen some videos of people using the Artis brushes for eyeshadow, but to be honest with you, I don't see it as something practical. And maybe that's just me. I know with anything new, it takes a little practice, but I didn't like it. It didn't do what I wanted them to do. But at least for these, truthfully, even if you spend 16 bucks and not use the other ones and just use these, they're amazing. In my opinion, they're amazing. I've used this for foundation. I've done my highlighter, my contour, my concealer. That's the word I was looking for. And not only do they apply it beautifully, they don't leave any streaks. At least when I've been using them, you know, everybody's experience is different. But for me, have not left me any streaks. I really love using kind of almost the smallest one for my concealer, and it applies it very nicely. I don't have to use much product because this is so dense, and I mean it's extremely dense that a product doesn't really soak in here. They do wash very, very nicely. I haven't seen too much fallout. Maybe like 2 little hairs fell out when I was washing them, but to be honest with you, I have not felt any of them, at least for the big ones, fall apart. Amazing. Love it, love it, love it. Then for the smallest ones, this is what these look like. And 2 of them are a little dirty because I was trying to play around a little bit more with them. Let me see if I can hold them up. But let me just sideways view. So let me just do these 2 first, and I'll show you the last 3. So this is what these ones look like. And again, kind of, I guess, face comparison. You know, and to my finger, they are tiny. I believe it was this one. No, it was this one, so I'll show you that in a bit. But I try these at least for my eyeshadow or even eyeliner, and they're just too thick. And then for eyeshadow, I mean, since it's just a straight line, it was very, very tricky to use. I don't know, I didn't like it. You can always find other uses for these. Like I started using this one for my eyebrows. So at least it's nice and thick. You know, some people like the brush is a little thinner, but I already have semi-thick eyebrows, so I don't need anything crazy. So those have been working out. And then the last 3 here. So these are two little dome ones, and this one's dirty, so I haven't gotten a chance to clean it. But this one's domed and this one's flat in here. And again, I tried these for eyeshadow. I don't know. I didn't like it. It wasn't doing it for me. So, you know, I can always try to do these for like spot treatments or, you know, for concealing little spots. But those are those. And then the last one here, this is the only one I was having an issue with. Same thing, kind of like the first other 2 out of the last 5. But this one came all kind of jacked up. So I try to make it as straight as possible. But if you can tell here, I don't know, it's all messed up. So it's all jaggedy here. For some reason, the bottom is a little bit more thick than the other part. It's weird. So I don't really have a use for this. And because I was trying to make it straight, I kind of accidentally pulled it out on here a bit. So this one's just a dud. But was I going to use it? Not really. But so those are the brushes that I ended up buying. They don't really have a name. They just call it like 15 toothbrush set, something like that. I'll leave the link down below from the company Gearbest that I bought it if you guys want to check it out. It's the best deal that I've found because I saw the same set on eBay and it ran for like 40-50 bucks. For what reason, I don't know, when I just bought these for 16 bucks. And again, shipping takes a while. I bought them I bought a couple items on there for free shipping, which takes an eternity, and then I even tried to expedited shipping to see if it came any quicker, and it did not. So if you see the expedited shipping, I don't even recommend it, to be honest with you. Up to you what you want to do, but I don't recommend it because it doesn't come any quicker, to be honest with you. But again, you know, look at this. Like, look how dense this thing is, and I wish you guys had, like, if there was some magical thing, you can just come through the camera and feel this, because it does feel extremely, extremely soft. So yeah, I've been really liking this. So yeah, again, I'll leave the link down below where you guys can buy these if you want to check them out. I definitely think they're worth it, even if you don't use, you know, the smaller, little weird looking ones. There's always something you can play around with them for. And who knows, you may be way better than I am with using these if you want to use these for shadow. So yeah. So if you guys have tried these or seen this before, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on them. And if you have not, have you used the other ones? You know, let me know how good are those, because I'm still curious on them. But I just don't see myself wanting to spend that much on just a brush. When I have brushes, you know, I have these about for basically almost nothing, for $2 if you really think about it. And I have other brushes that are really cheap as well, which work amazingly for me. So as always, guys, thank you so much for coming by. If you haven't liked or subscribed to any of, you know, my channel, or liked any of my videos, check them out. See if you like them. Let me know your comments, and I hope I see you soon. So I'll see you in my next video, and have a good day. Bye.